I'm Mayra and I'm the daughter of Theo, and I'm going to give my hair some summer.
Okay, will you turn around to show your hair? And Mayra is making also all the videos that go short now on all the levels of internet. I start with highlighting. Hello friends on YouTube, my daughter is modeling for me. Now I told you she makes all the videos that I make into short versions. She likes cutting, she's a hairdresser herself. Pin up her hairs, stick it away. Start with protection. And then I made her a collar, because we're going into the summer colors, so I lift up a collar with 40 volume. Putting on protection of coloring. But I'm not going to do it all over her hair. So I start with parting, and I start on about an inch above the ears. Pin the hairs aside. Zakjes.
Grappig, inderdaad. Ik zie jou opeens een stokje in mijn haar zetten. Ik dacht,
so I parted this line, and I'm going to work on this line. Now don't wet the hair. I start just with lifting up small parts. And I'm going to highlight this with a color. Take only the part that can be used on a foil. Take a comb, put it beneath it, put it real tight so it's on the skin. Set in my collar. And slipping down. The wonderful thing of this is that you don't have to work with foils, you can lay it just on the hairs. Making sure all the hairs lay down. Take my second line, behind this, it's on the center. Lay the hairs aside. Twist again, real fine lines. And only on top I take a little bit wider lines. So I have ultra fine lines. Take my comb again, hold it, and slightly go down. You can lay, of course, a foil on this if you like, but I never do, because it's wonderful to lay it just on the hairs. And keep continuing that till I get on the front. So in my daughter's case I have to work about 4 times to get on the other side.
ik heb ook wel fijn haar.
Coming to the last part, it's just on the front. This part is only about 4 centimeters, a bit more than an inch. There's the side. Go in with my comb, hold it, and applying the color. And so I do all our hair till I get on the top, and then I show you again what I do. Adjusting just the parts where there's a little bit of crown area. So take only a part there, separate from everything. Applying the color again. Otherwise this folds open and you see a spot that's less lighted up. Now for so far all the colors on her hair, it's just what I told you, the upper lines of her skull. And the upper lines I have a little bit more on top. So maybe she can turn a little bit more so you can see this. We go for a cup of tea, you just stay there, tell you afterwards how long it took to get her into a lighter color. Go back. After 25 minutes rinse it out. Put a 10-second conditioner over the hairs. Rinse it out. And now come and make her a cut. Start by putting on protection cutting, of course. Don't need the neck paper because it's long hair. But what I certainly want is to pin away the sides. I hope there will be somebody who makes capes that does that, because then I have a nice flat back to work on. Take my Olivia garden brush and brush the hairs. The nice thing of a Olivia garden brush is that it never damages the hairs and it never pulls the hairs. So it's really nice to work with. Start with the back. Take off only a small part and then put some layering to the front. This I do by parting the hairs. Take my first line till under the line where the neckline starts. Pin the hairs aside with the chopstick. Do this of course on both sides. These are lekker strak. I'm gonna work with the hot razor of Ergo. A bit. Take the fine part of my comb, put the hair straight down, then to head a bit to the front so I get a straight line to work on, and get rid about ½ inch. Show you that. This is what came off. Put it a little bit to the side, hold it in an angle of 7 o'clock and of 5 o'clock. I like to work with hours because it gives a better view of what I do. Take the hairs up in the line of the chin line and work just above the skull bone. For me, the skull bone, the most important skull bone is this bone. So I know there are different names for it, but I don't use them because the majority of people who watch my videos know that this is a skull bone. So why should I? Take the hairs down again, go to the 7 o'clock position, go in, and again take off the same part. The nice thing is when you don't want to push, you just put the blade on it and it travels straight to the hairs. This way you can make a cut like you do with scissors. But then a hot tool is much better for the hairs than a scissor. I like the softness of the lines, that's why I wiggle a bit on the line of cutting. They get only this difference. It's a bit hard with the new camera to show you that, but you see there's only a slight wiggle in it. But when I do this cut, she can have the hairs good for about 4 months. So that's a long time. It takes all summer to get a new cut. Then I'm gonna work in straighter lines. Show you that also on this side. So I take the line from behind the ear up to the fold of the skull on top and set the hairs aside. In the center, I take the hairs over to the other side. Show you what I do. So I take them over, hold them, and now I get to my first layering line. A soft layering to the front, because Mayra has fine hair, so I don't have too much hair to work with. There's hair enough, but still I have to be aware of that. Then I take the hairs over to the other side. Lay them on the line of cutting, pointing to the line of cutting. Stay watching at the hairs. Take the hairs over to the other side. Start my first layering. Make sure if all the hairs into that line. Gently go to the center again. When I want to work in a freehand style, this is possible, then I just take my knife and lay it on the hairs, on the cape, and I can correct the line. This is my baseline to the front. Travel one more time over the same line. Can always control the lines by taking both parts to the side, go in the center and watch if they are the same length. Then I can see this side is a little bit longer, so I take a little bit more off. It's also a bit thicker on this side. Everybody has that. One part is always thicker than the other. So now I go to the front. Go at the front, watch at this line, it's the opposite line of the chin line. Take up in the same line, put the up hair aside, take the fine part of my comb again, take part of the back with it, so I take it to the front, go into the line of cutting, and then you can see I can take off a little bit more. Give it a slight rounding. Go in and slice. Soften the line. Take a new line on it. In the same position, the same bone lines. Take the hairs again to the front. Watch where my line of cutting is. Go in and gently let the knife do the work. So now you see I don't do anything. Just let the knife travel through the hairs on the line of cutting. Coming to the last line on top.
Ik merk dat er wat verf in gezeten heeft.
Yeah. When you hear us talking in between, we are Dutch, so we talk Dutch to each other. Not German.
Het lijkt ook wel een beetje op elkaar, toch?
Ja,
ik hoor het
zeker.
vaak. Engels kan ook.
Take all the hairs to the front. Connect them to each other. Then I have a wonderful line. Nice and soft. With a little bit bending to the back. The same on the other side. Take the hairs up in the line of the eyebrow line.
Mijn haar staat heel gevoelig voor verf of zo. Daarom blonderen is niet echt...
Nee, die is voor een knopje.
Ja, maar toch merk ik als ik het dan verf, dan krijg ik dat altijd eventjes. Normaal gesproken niet zo last van.
Go again to the front. Lay the hairs into the line. of the line. I did on the other side. And slice down. Show you that also nearby. So take the hairs up, put my knife on it, and just gently travel down. And don't do anything. Just let the knife do the work. That's the nice thing of a hot razor. Only in the underline, that's a lot thicker. Take a new line on it. Lay the hairs again into the line of the facial lines. Go in, gently go down.
En dan laat ze het heel vaak deze kant op.
Ja.
Dus vooral het liefst hier dit punt zo min mogelijk kort te maken.
Er zit nog een heel kort stukje ook in, hè?
Ja, maar dus die echt proberen
lang te houden.
Ja, lang te houden, want anders krijg ik die draai niet in mijn haar.
Deze bedoel je?
Ja, ik doe heel veel dit, zeg maar. Dus ik wil vooral lekker dat die lok houden, zeg maar.
Ja. Mayra wants to leave the length to this because she likes to wear it in the opposite lines. So I take only off a small part. Ultra fine, then take it over to the other side. It's the rest over of a curtain bang. And then gently lay all the hairs on that line. Take off hardly anything. Connect the lines to each other. Go to the other side. Take the hairs from behind. Go to the line of cutting, the opposite line. Connecting the lines to each other again. Go to the back. Take the hairs again on the line. This gives some layering on top. Put every time in the straight line, center of the skull. But this way I'm also certain that I did all the hairs and there are no dry ends anymore. Come to the last part, it's just in front of the fall of the skull. And connecting the lines again. Nou, kom, ik wil die hebben. Now I have some layering, because this length goes back to there, so you have some layering on the back, but also on the front. So now I can dry a hair and style a hair. A bit with a leave-in of kin, spray it on the hairs. This I do before I put on any protection for styling. Take off Lanza, I take a roots effect. This you apply on the roots, and you take it with the brush to the length.
Leuk, ik heb dit product nog niet geprobeerd, dus benieuwd.
Then again, take my Olivier Garden brush and brush the product into the hairs. Now first gonna dry the hairs and then gonna restyle it. So we can show you the version in straight. We can also show you the version with a little bit curly hair. Go for the straight, I take a large brush. And with thermocut you never get stuck in the end. So I always have smooth hairs. You can already see that the color is much lighter, but still in line with the color she has. I'm just gonna make photos of this and then we're back to show you other styling. We tilt her hair on top. When she bends, it's just behind the fontanelle. So now we take an iron and she will show it herself and then I'll take it over, but she will show it how you do this at home yourself. It's a lot hotter.
Yeah, I know it's warm, but I did like burn myself 1,000 times because I'm a hairdresser, so that's the reason I can do this with my eyes closed. But what you do is like you take a little part of your hair and then I put it in here and I just spin it around. You can use gloves, then I just take a couple seconds and try to feel sometimes on the hair if it's already getting warm, and then I just let it go, and then I have here a curl. And you can also use like a clip with it.
Oh, a clip.
Yeah,
She
this one is a little bit a big one, but you can also like clip it to the side with a smaller one. So yeah, it's easier to grab the other one.
You can also take a little bit hairspray, soft hairspray, just to put it on to the hairs. So you take about 1 centimeter hair, you take a light hairspray, this you rub through the hairs. Then I have no club of course. Twist the hairs around, otherwise you get a strange turn into the hairs. Hold it like Mayra told you. And then take it out. You have a wonderful curl.
This is a really easy way to do it yourself at home. This is personally the way I always do my hair. So most of the time after I did shower, I dry my hair and then I make this ponytail and then just make some curls in it. So it's really easy to do it yourself, and if you need to start like from under, then it's difficult to not burn your face, or maybe you will yeah, burn your ear or something. And this is an easy way to not burn your skin too much and just get a really nice
To do it
hairdo.
safe.
Yeah, to do it safe and have a nice
And have
hairdo.
special hair, because when you take it out, you have special hair.
Yeah, like if you're a hairdresser, you really want like your hair always to be, yeah, look nice and clean.
Dressed.
Yeah, dressed. So yeah, for sometimes it's for people like, how can I do my hair on an easy way and still looks like someone else did it?
$1,000,000.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know the easy ways to do your hair, and as a hairdresser, yeah, it's better to know and learn other people also how to do this.
And that's why you do tutorials, of course.
Yeah, that was also the reason I was telling my dad to try this, because yeah, this is one of the ways I always use what I told already. So yeah, try it yourself if you have long hair. Don't have very.
Gonna work together. So I give her a part, sprayed it in.
Ja, gaat het zo werken?
We all stand together. Doom, doom.
That's difficult with this little screen to see where my hair is.
You don't look into the mirror, yeah.
Yeah. The first time that I did like iron my hair, I guess is the word, straightening iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, I was I think 13 years old, and I was in front of the mirror trying to do that, and it was really funny because like I was all the time, yeah, next to my hair, but it was really difficult to find my hair looking in the mirror, because it's, yeah, it's different when you look in the mirror and
Yeah, you have to work the opposite lines.
yeah, the opposite lines, and when you do that first time, it's really confusing. So yeah, it was really a funny experience.
But when you get a hairdresser, you know that kind of stuff. You learn it. Watching in the mirror.
Oh, I need this one again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's also good training for your shoulders and arm muscles.
Yeah, you can know.
And you see, I have a lot of muscles in my arms. My biceps is showing a little bit. I do a lot
you
of.
train them.
Yeah, I do a lot of workouts, so you see a lot of biceps. It's because I do a lot of sports.
You need that when you want to be a hairdresser. You do a lot of sports.
Yeah, for the difficult haircuts. Or the difficult customer. No, I'm joking.
I never hold my shoulders high during the day.
No, you really need to pay attention on how you move your body during your work, because you see sometimes hairdressers like bending over a lot, and if you do that for I think 10 or 20 years, it will be really bad for your back. That's what my dad always told me, like go sit and we have these little chairs we sit on while we cutting hair. And yeah, that really helps for your back not to,
overstress.
Yeah, overstress. We are a really good team.
Uh-huh. And although you have fine hair, you have a lot of hair.
Yeah. I know. I'd have this hair every day, and
I gave all my hair to you.
yeah, my mom also have a lot of hair.
Yeah. You have to watch, of course, that you don't take the curls you already have.
Yeah.
Bend them again.
I don't know. It's just like I just love a little bit of a messy hairstyle, so. Yeah, that's sometimes why I clip it away, but sometimes I also, not paying too much attention. Oops, I'm too fast. This is also, look what I really like when the curls are hanging like over my face. Looks funny.
Almost there.
Yes.
Come to the last part.
I think the shorter parts are sometimes difficult, right? Like if you have like curtain bangs and they are sitting a little bit, wrong side.
Wait a minute. Do we have all the hair? Yeah, we have all the hairs.
Okay.
Okay, let me take the iron of you.
Yes. And then
This iron was 180 degrees Celsius.
Oh, and what I want to tell, like, if you really want your curls to last longer, then you just leave it like this for 5 or 10 minutes. If you want your curls to be more like, how do I tell? That they just fall more...
Yeah, weak, it's softly.
Softly, then take it out faster. And you can like brush it and leave it for sometimes 3 days. My hair will still be pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I take it out? Okay, this is how I do that.
Wait a minute, I cannot see this.
So,
Yeah.
I take it out. Here.
Oh, I have to follow you, what you do.
And I like to brush it, so that's my... Like you cannot leave like this. It's just what you like. Okay.
One brush?
Yeah, I want to brush.
Leave your card?
First I'm going to show how it looks right now.
It's a lot of hair.
Yeah, it's a lot of hair.
Do you want to leave your cotton brush or do you want a paddle brush?
This brush, I love this one.
Most girls do.
Yeah, I love this brush. I can't live without it. And then also I need a little bit of oil, because now if I brush it, it will look a little bit more, how do I say?
Fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy. So now we're going to use one of my favorites as well, the Lanza oil. I still need that brush.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, sorry, girls.
She wants to put the oil on the brush.
I do it like this.
Girls, girls, girls. It's nice to have a son and a daughter who both are hairdressers because it makes a difference if you're the dad. Lot. It wasn't always easy. It still isn't always easy. But we can go together very well. We are almost the same in thinking, doing, lining. She looks like a mother, pretty, but she is in person like me. So this is Mayra.
Yeah, thank you for doing my hair. I really
More
love
than
it.
welcome.
It looks really beautiful.
Take it. Thank Mayra for being my daughter and of course my mother in this video. For doing her own hair also. I see you the next video. She will turn around to show you the end result. We make photos of it, of course.
And thank you for watching.
We're more than welcome. And you also. Bye bye.
Ja,
Je
kan
moet,
ik draaien?
yeah.
Okay, I go turn.
Thank you very much.
Bye YouTube. Hello, I'm Mayra and I'm the daughter of Theo and I'm going to give my hair some summer.
Okay, we turn around to show your hair. And Mayra is making also all the videos that go short now on all the levels of internet.